So far, so good. Yes, done. Very good. So this is Gidon Ariel of Root Source. Nice to see you all. And I'm here with my very, very good friend, Dr. Richard Booker.
Good afternoon to you, or evening to you. Good morning from Texas.
Good morning, Texas. How's Texas doing?
Well, we're doing pretty good. We had a storm last night with a lot of thunder, so that kept us awake a little bit, but we finally slept through it. So we're here and enjoying the much needed rain.
Thank
Uh,
God. Praise the Lord.
right. So what are you drinking there now? Is that something okay? I just wanted to check and make sure you're not getting high on me out over there.
Just water. Just water.
Okay, okay. I don't know. You're looking kind of funny this morning. I don't know. How is your family? How are y'all handling the war over there?
We are all handling it okay. My my oldest daughter lives in Jerusalem with a few flatmates. She's single, and they don't have a safe room in their apartment. They
No.
live in an older apartment building, but there is a school just across the street, and she's on the first floor. So she gets to run across the street, and she's there within 20 seconds.
Okay. Do you have any of your children or grandchildren in the IDF right now?
Um, as a matter of fact, let's see. My grandchildren, my oldest grandchild is 5 or 6 years old, so none of my
Okay,
grandchildren.
they're in the junior IDF.
They're in the junior identity. The infant defense league, yes.
Right.
um, but my sons and son-in-laws are they finished their regular service. My older son-in-law is in the combat engineering corps. So
Okay,
he
where's
was
your
just actually in Lebanon for about a month, I think.
which number of the combat engineering unit is he in? Do you know? No,
Oh no,
okay.
I don't
'Cause
know.
we have a plaque here at the house from I can't remember the number 605 maybe I'm not sure because we helped him a whole lot for a number of years. So we have
That's
a
very
plaque
nice.
they gave us, recognizing that. So yeah, we made many trips to the bases in the Galilee uh, and enjoyed visiting with the young people. And you took them things they needed for what they were doing. So we appreciate the combat engineering group.
Yes. So the way that I understand it's working is that Israel is pushing out Lebanese and Hezbollah from the strip between the Galilee and the Litani River, which is much further north. And so my son-in-law was quite instrumental in making sure that none of those Hezbollah would have any place to come back to.
Years ago, when Israel had that southern buffer for our wonderful Washington administration kind of forced them to leave, we went up to the good fence. You might remember the good fence. Younger
Sure.
people don't know what that is. And actually, Major Haddad, who you might remember, was very instrumental in relationships with Israel and
Yes.
Lebanese patriots, you might say. I had he came and spoke to our group. That was
Really?
really an honor, and so I had my tour leader hat on.
Yes.
So I passed my hat, literally. In church, you're talking about passing the hat for the collection.
Yes.
I passed my hat so that all of the pilgrims on our tour could make a donation, put it in my hat as it was passed around up there, at the good fence, and gave him the donation, but kept my hat. So that was quite an experience that we'll always remember. So you had that southern buffer, but we're kind of forced out of it. So it's important to have that buffer there in the south of Lebanon to protect the Galilee.
Yeah, it's more important also for Lebanon for there not to be Hezbollah. And I am optimistic. I think that what's going on now. I just had a discussion with this, talked about it with a neighbor of mine here. I think that Iran is the Ayatollah, if that's what it's called, the regime over there is going to fall, and therefore all of the proxies of Iran, including Hezbollah, Hamas, all sorts of things like this, they will wither away or surrender as well. And then, especially for right now, Netanyahu is talking about having direct negotiations with the government of Lebanon,
Yes.
with the goal being based on there not being Hezbollah in Lebanon anymore. Lebanon could go back to being a wonderful Western country the way it was, I think, over 60 years ago, if not more, as Iran also before the Ayatollahs came in. It was a very West-leaning country.
There's a lot,
So
there's a lot,
hopefully,
there's a lot of promise out there. Hopefully it will materialize. And, uh, you know, uh, yeah, Lebanon was a beautiful place until Arafat took it over and destroyed it.
that's right. That's right.
So I know that history somewhat well. I've forgotten more about it than I remember, but I still remember the overview of it. Yeah. So okay. So what are you working on these days?
I've been working, as you remember, my book that I recently published, Through Faith and Fire: The Life of Rabbi Eliyahu Dermer. This is a book. I'm sure that we've talked about it. It is the life story of a Holocaust survivor who today is 94 years old. I just spoke to his grandson.
Oh wow.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, he's in the hospital, so I'm praying for him. And I now my goal through this project that I've established through Root Source, the project called We Must Not Forget, we are hoping to publish 100 stories of Holocaust survivors that have never been published before in English.
That's very, very important.
Yes, so my obviously a big part of that job is obviously actually translating and editing and formatting and creating the book, but that's only a third of the work. That's the easiest third. The two harder parts are surprisingly finding those stories. Believe it or not, there aren't people out there on the street that I say, "Oh, I'm looking to find 100 Holocaust survivors that have never told their story." Oh, no problem. Come right here. Here they are. It's taking a little time. But of course, as always, the hardest part is getting the money. Each one of these books, the budget for each book is $7,000 to create such a book. So I'm looking for individuals, organizations, schools, churches to adopt a Holocaust survivor and their story.
Well,
Those are the
just
main
pick
things.
up the phone and call Mark Zuckerberg. I'm sure he'll be glad to give you $700,000.
Is that right? You got his phone number?
Well, I'll have to find it later. I don't publish it publicly.
Okay, I'll send you a WhatsApp. You'll remind me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that I've been working on. I'm also working on a project now about the Temple Mount to create a website that keeps Christians up to date about what's going on in the Temple Mount. It's very interesting and very important, I think, also. And a few other things, like going to my year-old granddaughter's birthday party that's coming up in a day or two.
Oh, 1 year old. Oh my goodness. What is her name?
Her name is Keter Batzion, which means uh, a, uh, a crown daughter of Zion.
Daughter of Zion, of course. Absolutely.
So she lives about a half hour away from here, and I'm very happy to go visit when there's a reason or when there isn't.
She might be the next Golden Mayer. Who knows?
Oh no, well, I don't think she'll be the next one, but in between maybe.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Mazel Tov. That's wonderful.
Now tomorrow is the Tuesday, the in Holocaust Memorial Day here in Israel, Yom HaShoah. Now I know that you are involved with the March of Remembrance there in Houston. Am I correct?
Yes.
So is there anything going on this year around this time of year over there?
Well, yeah, they're always doing something, So yeah, they have some activities coming up, and we just did a Zoom uh, with upstanders. It's called people who stood up for Jewish people being persecuted in the Holocaust, and did a nice Zoom meeting with some of our friends, and um, so.
Just one second. Just one second. When you say upstanders, you mean actual people, non-Jews who helped Jews during the Holocaust?
Yes, they're called. That's the word these days, upstanders. In other words, they didn't stand by; they stood up and did something.
That's beautiful. They must be in their 90s.
Well, most of them are not alive anymore.
So in other words, you didn't meet with them, you told their
No,
stories.
no, no, no. It was telling their stories.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I did some of that, and so yeah, they're having March of Remembrance activities all the time. Year round, actually, and so. I'm very proud of my former students who are leading those things.
Yes, as you should be.
Yes. So as you know, we had a Crystal Knock Memorial for 18 years, and some of these activities came out of that, actually.
It's very good.
So yeah, it's going that they're doing real well with that. So
Baruch Hashem.
it's sad that we even have to have such a thing, but
Yes, of course.
we do have to have it. So it's important, particularly with the young people, to know the history. They just don't know the history these days. The young people. Oh, it's important to educate people about. Well, we need to stand together in love and honor and respect with each other.
You're absolutely right. Yes. How is Peggy doing? I don't see her there.
Peggy is doing great. She's
Baruch
doing
Hashem.
great. Yes. We're getting around real well, and I'll be having my 84th anniversary next month. Peggy will be having her 85th, but we're young. We're not even 90 yet.
Wow. It's amazing.
Six,
When is your birthday?
mine is May 21 versus in December, and we'll be having our 60th wedding anniversary coming up soon.
What month is that?
August the 6th. You can send us a present.
I'll try to. August
August
6th. I
the
will remember
6th,
that.
August the 6th, 1966. 60
It's,
years.
that is just a bit more than my birthday. How long are
Yeah.
you talking about? I was born in '63,
Oh
so
my
I'm a little
goodness.
bit.
Yeah, we went to a restaurant the other day and we looked around and I said, Peggy, there's just a bunch of old people in here. She laughed real loud and said, "We're old, we're the oldest ones in here." So we're grateful that God has allowed us to live long enough to see some fruit from our years of ministry and service to God and people. So we're grateful and we keep going as long as He lets us.
That is very wonderful. So, I'm praying for Texas
Well,
from South Texas. You guys
yes,
need it.
there's a lot of people who are trying to undo Texas,
What do you mean?
change the politics and the ethnic, not the ethnic, but the religious demographics in Texas, uh, and liberate us from the Alamo, you might say.
I only have 4 words for people like that.
Okay,
Don't mess with Texas.
that's right. Well, we remember the Alamo, we do, and we know what to do.
So you keep on keeping on, and
Yes.
we will talk Bezrat Hashem in about a month.
Okay, if there's anything we can do for you, let us know.
Thank you very much. What you could do, of course, if you come across people or a group of people who would like to sponsor a book like this, then send them my way, and we'll talk.
Okay, I was thinking of things a little more critical, but that's fine too.
For me, that's what's critical nowadays.
You take care of yourself, Lahitra.